Right, on Wednesday, we are taking the long trip to Shakhtar Donetsk. So let's talk about it. What else is there to say? Boys, Shakhtar. They've got a great stadium. They're very far away.
Who are you talking to in particular there, Sam?
Trying to mug me off on my own show. Right? No one's impressed.
I'll go
right.
then.
So then, we're playing Shakhtar away on Wednesday. We're taking a long trip, aren't we, Jack?
We are.
There you go. Led into you.
We are. It's a very long trip, and
you better have something interesting to say now.
They are a very good team. They're not quite as strong as they were last season when they was it last season or the season before, and they gave Chelsea a bit of the run for their money at times. When they had Willian then, and a few other players who I think have left now, but they've still got a very top team. It's not going to be an easy game, but I have faith. I can see as kind of maybe 2-1 away win, maybe even a 1-0 away win after the.
Hold on, Dearsley. This is the 5-point preview, yeah. Point 5 is predictions.
Sorry, mate.
Don't jump to point 5.
No one talked me through this, did they?
This is outrageous. Shut up, Jack. Yeah, before you ruin the whole show. Adam, Shakhtar, away. Must-win game, important game, get a result game. Got Sunderland on the Saturday. Or possibly the Sunday, I think it's a Saturday. So we've got another game up straight away. How big is this game for us?
I mean, it's a big game, but after the victory at home against Bayer Leverkusen, I mean, David Moyes would probably take a point with an away trip to Ukraine. They've got a few decent players. They've got Eduardo from Arsenal. He's all right. They've got Fred as well, and they've got Luis Adriano. They've got a few good Brazilians in there. Although they have lost Willian, they have got a decent side. So they will prove a threat, but... you know, I'm confident going there.
Okay, yeah. Everybody loves a Brazilian. Now, what do we know about Shakhtar in particular? I've looked him up. I have got 3 facts. You ready? You want to hear my Shakhtar facts? Fact 1, their nickname is the Miners because of the coal trade in Shakhtar, the city.
Good fact.
Yeah, fact 2, JB, who works on the FullTimeDEVILS, once spent 6 hours in Donetsk chatting up a local girl, and he got nowhere. 6 hours of time into chatting up that lady to get nowhere. So she's very sensible. They're women, make good choices, we know that. And my 3rd fact is that they have got a 5-star stadium. It was built in 2009, and of the 5-star UEFA rated stadiums, there are only 29 in the world. Old Trafford is one, Wembley is the other. There are no others in England. So we know they've got a great stadium.
Did we find out if it was artificial?
What else do we know, boys?
Did we find out if it was artificial? I remember I guessed it last time, but we didn't know for sure.
Yeah, it is.
I was right there.
Go. Yeah, right. But what else do we know about Shakhtar? What are we thinking about them in particular? About their style of play? Jack?
Thank you. Their style of play, I mean, I remember them being quite fluid. Again, I don't know how different their team is from when they were playing Chelsea last time, because I watched both the matches against Chelsea quite intently, and they did look like a good team. They looked dangerous on the attack. They didn't look weak in defence at all. They looked like overall they're a pretty good unit, and particularly at home. Obviously, I'm sure the fact they have got a great stadium will actually mean that it's even harder to go there in some way. But again, I feel confident. Adam was saying before, Moyes would be happy with a draw, and I would take a draw. But again, I'm confident that we can beat them. We are a very good team. We're better than them, but they.
Okay. Remember, no more predictions. Yeah, this is just point 2. Adam.
They're a very good team. They like to use quick, speedy counter-attacks and wing play, and they've got that. What's his name? Wellington, that young 21-year-old lad. He's been linked with quite a few teams. So I'm looking forward to see how he does. We know how, you know, they got I think their captain is, what's that Croatian lad's name? Dario Srna.
Srna, yeah, right back.
Yeah, so they've got him. They've got a few good players in there, experienced internationals, so they will provide a threat, and they do like to counter-attack at pace. So, you know, it'll be a good game to watch.
They've also got alleged former United target, Douglas Costa.
Yeah,
my knowledge on Douglas Costa isn't massive. I've never spent too much time scouting him in my own time, to be honest. But I can tell you one fun fact about him. He does get very good on Football Manager, and I've once played a game where he won the Ballon d'Or, so he obviously has some skills, doesn't he?
Thanks, Jack. I miss PG, just throwing out there. Unrelated, I miss PG.
I miss PG.
Right, teams, boys. Let's discuss the teams. Adam, you can go first. What would be your starting 11 in this game if you were David Moyes?
I'd go with David De Gea in goal. I'd go with Vidic and Evans centre-back. I thought Evans was fantastic against Liverpool, so I'd like to see him again against Shakhtar. I'd go with Raphael at right-back. He came back in last week and he looked comfortable. He looked like he hadn't been out injured, so I'd play Raphael again, and Evra at left-back. I'd then go with Carrick and Fellaini sitting, and I'd go with Valencia, Kagawa wide, of Rooney just off Van Persie. I do normally go with Nani, but I think having one winger who's more skillful and one winger like Valencia who can track back and help his fullbacks a lot will help us, especially when they're when they're counter-attacking. So I'd go with that lineup, and if RVPs hopefully should be back. So yeah.
Jack? What would you play if you were on FIFA Manager?
Again, De Gea in goal, Raphael right back. I think I'd also go for Evans and Vidic because just simply Evans put him in there midweek because of the midweek game against Liverpool beforehand, which he was absolutely topping. And then I might go for Fabio at left back, mainly because we've got a big squad. We need to rotate it. I want Fabio to have some game time, and Evra, he's getting on. So if he will get 2 weekend games out of him, Fabio paid during the week. And then Fellaini and Carrick in the centre. I think I'm going to change up a bit. I was so disappointed with Valencia's performance defensively against City that I've lost confidence in him there. I thought he was such a good player, but either way, we won't go to that. So I'd say Welbeck on the left and Nani on the right.
I'm going to tell you, you're not going to play him on the right because he's still banned.
Welbeck?
No, not Welbeck. Nani.
See, I knew that.
After his red card against Real Madrid, he is rubber banned.
Oh, goodness me. Yeah, cool. 3 matches, isn't it? Yeah.
Disgrace.
Do you mean? Okay, I won't play Nani on the right. I don't really want to play.
You're not allowed, Jack. It's not for you to withdraw him. You're not allowed to play him in the first place.
Sorry, I apologise. No, Nani. He can stay at home. I'll play Young. I'll have Young on the right.
Oh, God.
He's not been good, but I want him.
No,
he's
he
one
hasn't.
of our players. We've got to give him game time, and they will improve. That's how they find form. They don't. If you
away from home in Europe, Jack.
Say again, Adam.
Away from home in Europe.
Well, we got to mix it up. We got to change. We're happy with the draw,
Yeah, mix it up. Put De Gea up front. Yeah, mix it up. Fabio in centre midfield.
Okay, and then again,
Giggs in goal.
I'll stick with Rooney in behind, and yeah, I suppose I would like to maybe give Chicharito some game time, but you got to go with Van Persie. You can't not have Rooney and Van Persie when they're both fit. So Rooney and Van Persie, Chicharito on the bench to come on and play the last half an hour when we're winning.
Thanks, Jack. Now, point 4 on this 5-point preview. Don't worry, Jack. Predictions are point 5. Our defence. Let's discuss our defence because they have got 3 great and very quick attacking players. Think about the teams that you've just picked and the 4 players you chose. Do you think they'll be able to cope with the speed, or do you think experience is what we need in this game?
I think Johnny Evans is. If we went with Vidic and Evans, Raphael and Evra, I think in Raphael and Evra you've got 2 players who have pace. Unfortunately, Evra's not always in position, so that would worry me a little bit. But you have two defenders there with pace. Then in the middle, centre back with Vidic and Evans. Evans is a great reader of the game. He reminds me of Rio Ferdinand in that sense, where he seems to always be a step ahead of everybody else. He steps out of play well, takes the ball, and he can release it. And then to counter that, we've got Vidic, who's got a great aerial presence and is a tough defender. So I think if we played the defence that I said, I think...
Okay, good confidence. Jack, let me ask you this. Is Johnny Evans, if he shaved his head, the new Vidic?
No.
Thank you, Jack.
I'd agree with Adam in the way that I'd say the way he plays, his style of playing, which he can read the game so well and almost snuff out the danger before it really happens. I'd say I'd compare him more to Ferdinand. Regardless, whether he's like Rio or Vidic, he showed last season he was good. The season before that, when Vidic, basically we were without Vidic for the whole season, and Johnny Evans stepped in and he was absolutely top. And I think since then I've rated him as potentially, if not at times, a world-class defender.
Okay, well, it's very nice of you to say so. Right, finally, Jack, you ready for this? Predictions.
Predictions.
I'll let you go first, because you're chomping in the bit.
Thanks, mate. For me, I'd say it's hard. I say 2-1 win. 2-1 win United. I think they'll score a goal because they're a good team attacking and they're at home. But I think we'll come out on top in the end. 2-1 win United.
Okay, very good. Adam?
David Moyes' first European away game.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be a difficult one. As you've seen against Man City, he never got his tactics spot on from the off. And Europe's a different ball game. So I'm going for a 1-1 draw.
1-1 draw. Oh, nice. Interesting. I have a bit more faith in you. I'm going to copy Jack and say 2-1. Just because I don't like to predict us to draw or lose, because then it's
draw's a good result.
Draw's a good result. Right. I agree with you. But a win is better, Adam.
Yeah, but if we draw,
historically, the team that has won has done better than the team that has drawn.
I'm not saying we go out and set up for a draw.
No. I'm saying it's just that we understand that. It's okay. We're not having a go at you.
We win our 2 home games.
We know. It's all right.
10 points.
It's all right. It's just a prediction. We understand. It's all right. No one's going to kick off. It's just a prediction. Right. We're not saying you want to play 10 in defence. Right. That is that, boys. Thanks very much. Guys watching, you know the drill. Write down what team you would like to see playing. Tell us if you agree with the boys and what they thought about the side. And also let us know what you think the score will be, whether you think we can win this game or if you're a pessimist like Adam. Tell us. It's interesting. We'll get a little bit of debate going. Sort of stir the pot, as it were. Thanks very much. Good luck, United. Woo.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
So we've been dragged back so Adam can plug his channel. Adam...
Please subscribe to my channel, youtube.com/AdamMacCola. And make sure you subscribe to Full-Time Devils, obviously, as well. Got some great content on there. Check it out.
Jack, do you want to plug your play?
Yeah, well, if any of you people out there are primary school children and you want to learn about teeth, the bones and muscles in general, bring up Kinetic Theatre Company and book my play. It's smashing.
There you are. Brilliant. Cheers, boys.